Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 36 of the TEW 2020 Pro Wrestling Noah series here on the channels. It is our Global Junior League, as we have just two more tours before the end of 2014. We are riding high. We have had some pretty great shows just so far. The main events have always been outshining as far as it's been outshined by tag team matches. So for this, final show that we're gonna do at the Great Voyage in Osaka Volume 4 show, we'll be having the tag team titles end out the show. The tag team title matchup as we'll have Shibata and Kazushi Sakuraba of Laughter 7 take on the Muscle Bombers. As we also have some other things on the card, but we'll go through in a little bit because the main thing, obviously, for this episode will be the Global Junior League. And the blocks look like this. Block A consists of Alex Payne, Eddie Edwards, Kojiro Suzuki, Kushida, Masato Yoshino, Naruki Doi, Nozawa, Pac, Roderick Strong, and Yoshitone, who I believe that's gotta be either one of his first or if not, let's say his first probably since 20. Well, yeah, his first one since 2011, it looks like, which is pretty crazy. So shout out Yoshitone. And then for Block B, Tsushi Aoki, Taiji Shimori, Daisuke Arata, Kenny Omega, Kyle O'Reilly, Minoru Tanaka, Naoki Tanasaki, Ryusuke Taguchi, Taichi, and Zack Sabre Jr. So there's no Kota Ibushi and there's no King Devitt, as Devitt has elected to go into the Global League, and Kota Ibushi is wanting to go into the Global League as well. So no one's trying to do as far as work both back to back. That would have been pretty cool to see, but no one elected to do it, as they'll be just having one after another. Mainly because I just felt like if I had someone do that, it probably would have been Kota Ibushi. But if he were to do that, I felt like he was going to get hurt. Because he also, just because of how you have a very, it's not like where in like the New Japan series or even the All Japan series, if for some reason we did a Global Junior League or any type of junior heavyweight round robin tournament in All Japan, as far as in the future, maybe we will, maybe we won't. I'm not sure, but we'll probably space it out so where it's not so crazy. Where it's this is 9 days of basically a month, and you're gonna beat the shit out of people the entire time, and you're gonna have crazy matches throughout it, and it's a tough schedule. And to put somebody in that twice, I just felt like that's a gamble on somebody's health, and we don't need that. But yeah, that is the two blocks. Obviously, again, it will be both blocks will be competing on the same night, so we will have 9 jam-packed shows, and then of course we'll have the final show being the Great Voyage in Osaka, Volume 4. You all get the gist of the schedule by now, as we'll go through the first show here. We'll see what we have pre-booked. It's like I already forgot how the schedule looks like. As we'll run the first show in Chubu, since that seems to be a rite of passage for us. So yeah, this is a lot. We got a lot of stuff as far as so we got Livestrong Die Hard facing each other. We have Speed Muscle facing each other, so that's cool. I think we're gonna go with, we got the Junior Champ against Minoru Tanaka, so that's not really crazy. Omega and Taguchi's a fun match too. Ishimori and Taichi's a fun match. It's weird, there's not like that talented, like, this is the guy in here, as far as Yoshino's probably the best. Him and like Kushida and Kenny, and even, Daisuke Arata somewhat. Zach's pretty good. Kyle's been really good. Ishimori, of course, was a guy for a long time. Was good. But there's not like that standout, like, this dude's gonna carry the entire tournament, so, and like that's gonna be the main event every time. It's a bit of a mixed bag. We have a lot of talented people, and we can really go with like what's the best option. This Kushida Nozawa match is probably going to be the best match, so we'll go with that as the main. Kushida's going to beat him, as I'm not even sure as far as if that's okay. That's a Block A main, so that's perfect. Then we'll go with Speed Muscle facing each other. It will be a draw, 30 minutes, 1 point each. As Naruki Doi is not going to. Oh, great. As I thought he was ready to go as far as his injury. I guess he is not. As, yeah, 2 months, rather, from... I thought for sure we set that surgery as well, so we'll have to change that. So that's fun. We'll probably be changing that. We might go Kurobushi, now I'm thinking about it, as far as, I mean, I think he can do it. Yeah, I don't know, we might just go with Sasuke. There's a lot of different options we can go with that. I think we're going to go with Sasuke. He's got enough pop, he can kind of help out some guys in the junior division, and I think he can still put on some good matches. So we'll go with that as far as... I might even do Takashita too, that'd kind of be fun. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Konosuke Takashita getting his first junior, or I think it's his second now I'm thinking about it. I don't know why I was thinking he was in. He might have been in the Global Junior Tag League is what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think he was. Could have been Ricky Marvin too, we could have replaced him with. But, so we'll change that here now. As far as Takashita. We'll bump that down a little bit, just to give... This is a match to give, like, people some breaks. But this being an awesome match, though. You know, Prime Takashita and Prime Sada Yoshino. But, we'll give Sada Yoshino the win. There we go. As, oh. I don't know why he's furious. Oh, because the time limit thing still stuck. I was like, well, I don't know what's going on. Then being pissed. So, Omega... in Taguchi, or it's going to be Taichi and Ishimori. I think we're going to go with Taichi and Ishimori, as Taichi Ishimori will be getting the win. I think that's a pretty good co-main. So, you live strong, die hard, facing each other. That's a fun one there. As I'm just going to let the game decide on that one. That was a close one to pick. Yeah, then we'll go Omega Taguchi, as Omega's going to beat him. Thanks to his broken forearm, that's going to be not so great now, but... it is what it is. Kyle O'Reilly's going to beat Naoki Tanasaki. This is a pretty good match, too. Very good stuff. As we'll go with Aoki Pac, or Aoki Zack, rather, and then, which Zack's going to beat Aoki, and then Kotaro Suzuki and Pac. Pac's going to get the win there. Then our junior champ's going to be the second match on this card, as he's going to beat Minoru Tanaka. So our champion starts off with a win, and Alex Payne's going to beat Yoshitone to kick off the show. I believe we'll need a Steal the Show match, so it looks like it's going to be this. So I'm just kind of curious to see just refereeing and Hayabusa being used too much. So we'll change that to Sasuke, and we'll change that to Red Shoes. So Shurinuchi is still being used too much. Go with that one. Perfect. It's our first day in the books. Let's run it. A 62 for Alex Payne and Yoshito. That's a really good match. To start off the show, Alex Payne with the sweet spot in 12:25. Daisuke Harada with the Harada pistol over Minoru Tanaka in 21:31. 62:59. Good stuff there again. We shouldn't have a bad match as Kotaro Suzuki and Pac. It's Pac with the black arrow in 20:05. That's tough. 1 point difference for Kotaro Suzuki. 71 for Zack Sabre Jr. at Sushi Aoki, as Zack Sabre Jr. with the PK kick in 20:03. Good stuff there. 73 for Kyle and Naoki Tanasaki. As Kyle gets the one with the ankle lock. Another good match there. 74 for Kenny Omega and Ryusuke Taguchi. As Taguchi did outperform him, but that's only because Kenny Omega's injury took a big toll. Ooh, as Eddie Edwards gets the win instead of Roderick Strong. That's tough. It's Eddie Edwards with the chin checker in 21:35. 69 for Masato Yoshino and Konosuke Takashita. This should have been way down on the card, but that's okay. It's Takashita with 47. 66 for Masato Yoshino. It's a lightning spiral for Takashita in 12:06. 73 for Taiji Shimori and Taichi, as Taiji Shimori with the Hemocilio in 2017. 67-65, another decent match there. So our main event, it's a 76, is Kushida tapping out Nozawa with the Kushida lock in 28:06. Yeah, I mean, we're just pretty solid. You know, we're not going to do anything that's going to be crazy. We're going to be kind of mid-70s, maybe jump up into an 80 maybe occasionally, but for the most part, it's going to be, mid 70s throughout most of this card. Even Takeshita and Yoshino was a 69. That had someone that was not very good in Takeshita, but it still delivers. That's good. That's really, really good. Really, the worst match we're going to have is Yoshitone and Takeshita. Other than that, everything should deliver. So yeah, a little different than what I assumed, because I thought Naruki Doi was ready to go, and he is certainly not ready to go, though, unfortunately. His injury is not good at all. We'll perform surgery on him and whatnot and see how he does as far as coming back, and on to day 2. Alright, day 2. As for, looking for a Block B main event if we can, as Claudio Castagnoli was brought for Wrestler's Court, accused of being an hour late to pick up his assigned travel partner. Lucky he's not going to be at the show, so it's not like it matters. As the judge Kazushi Sakuraba has found him guilty and sentenced him to pay for his travel partner's meals for the next 3 shows. Love getting tongue-tied. As far as the main event for this show, I saw the Kushida Masada Yoshino match, which would be fucking incredible to be the main event, but we all know that probably shouldn't be it. Yeah, well, I guess it's gonna be in Kyushu here. Yeah, this cultural center can be the main, or can be where the venue's at. So we'll add this just because we know we want to have this as, like, very, very close. So this would be a draw. So at least we get our first draw here. Instead of it being back-to-back nights for draws for Masada Yoshino, he's going to get a draw here with Kushida. It's going to be a nice little co-main. So, man, Omega and Kyle O'Reilly is a fun match. Too bad Kyle's hurt. Or rather, Kitty's hurt. Taichi Zack's a fun match, just as far as, having the future Dangerous Deckers battle it out. That is a Block B match. Yeah, it'd be tough, because I think an Ishimori match could be a main, or even a, maybe even this match. But Taichi's going to beat Zack, and that's a huge win for him. As far as Ishimori, he's taking on Aoki. That's not a bad main event. We'll kind of run that, to be honest, as Taiji Ishimori will be getting the win. And we'll add Kenny and Kyle now, as Kyle O'Reilly's going to beat Kenny Omega. Huge win. It's going to be tough to follow that, but let's see what they do. As, Daisuke Rada and Naoki Tanasaki's a pretty good match here. That Daisuke Rada will be getting the win in that one. We'll split that, so it's not so many Block B matches there. Yeah, we'll throw Nozawa on the card with Couture Suzuki next, then Alex Payne, Roderick Strong. Match that has happened before, and Alex Payne has beaten him in the past. He beat him in the 2012 Global Junior League. This is their last time they faced each other in the Global Junior League, and the only time as well. So that's interesting, and he's going to get the win again. He's going to beat Roderick Strong. Eddie Edwards and Yoshitone is next, which will have Eddie Edwards beat Yoshitone. Takeshita and Pac, which Pac will be getting the win there. And Minoru Tanaka and Ryusuke Taguchi. We'll bump this up a little bit more, as Taguchi's going to get the win in that one. Ooh, at 9 minutes we got to cut. We might cut some off this, now that we know that's not going to be the main. Trying to think what else we can... Probably maybe Couture Suzuki and Nozawa. We can cut that down to about 17. Yeah, that works for me. Gotta change our ref. Figured it wasn't going to be the main. Red Shoes can be the ref there. Nope, he's still... nope, I clicked on... It's supposed to click on Daisuke Rada. There we go. That should hopefully change it. Yep. Perfect. Let's run the second day here. It's a 60. To kick off the show, it's Pac beating Takeshita with a 630. Yeah, just 60. 58 for Eddie Edwards and Yoshitone, which could have even started off the show, because even Pac and Takeshita was better. Eddie Edwards with 2 straight wins, 4 points for him already. It's Alex Payne and Roderick Strong, 61s, both guys. It's Alex Payne with the sweet spot over Roderick Strong at 1949. Another 67 as Nozawa beating Couture Suzuki the Nozawa driver. They are both off their games, but still a pretty good match. Another 67 is Raisuke Taguchi beating Minoru Tanaka with the Dodan in 2024. My God, just keeps on being 67s as Kyle O'Reilly gets them with the ankle lock at 23:02. Not a great night, it seems like. Got a couple of just weird ratings. Omega's off his game, plus the injury, too. The 65 as Tai Chi gets whiplash in this one, as he beats Zack Sabre Jr., even with the whiplash. So that's wild. As Zack did outperform him. Zack was great in that match as he takes the Black Mephisto in 22:38. 70, though, for Daisuke Rada and Naoki Tanasaki as Daisuke Rada with a Rada pistol in 24:02. And a 71 for Kushida and Masato Yoshino as Kushida was really off his game. That's not great. But still a good match, thanks to Yoshihino. 73 for our main event as Taiji Shimoi beats Tsushi Aoki in 24 minutes with a Hemo Celio. Another pretty good show there. We'll gladly take that. It's on to day 3. Alright, let's see what we have as far as the backstage incident. Roderick Strong was brought for Wrestler's Court accused of not joining the rest of his locker room for a night out, as Sakuraba found him guilty and sentenced to buy drinks for him after the show. Alright. And it's interesting, we ran, it was a 70 the last time we, so you can just tell, just from a bit of a night and day difference. As far as Alex Payne, you know, he opened up the show against Bobby Fish. We didn't even have Bobby Fish in this Global Junior League. It just felt like it wasn't necessary. Shows you how much has changed. As, I guess this is probably our best bet. Oh, no, we could run here. It's about the same thing. Yeah, I mean, the economy sucks. The wrestling industry sucks right now. This is not a great time to be a Japanese pro wrestling promotion. That is for sure. As, so we know this is going to be at the bottom because they don't have any great chemistry right now. But Pac's going to get his win back. We'll go ahead and add Kushida and Takashita as well. Kushida's going to beat him. We'll add Omega and Minoru Tanaka as well, since he's injured. It's kind of weird. We went kind of opposite end of the spectrum as far as usually we book the main events first, but yeah, Daisuke Rada and Zack Sabre Jr. could definitely main event. Zack's going to beat him, so there's already a there's already a GHC Junior title matchup in the future for Zack Sabre Jr. Ishimori Kyle O'Reilly's great though too, because this would be, doesn't matter because I think both those matches are Block B matches anyways, so it should be a Block A main event, but I might just say fuck it, just who cares at this rate. Just have fun and try to get a good show together, because right now the main event would probably be either maybe no, well, that's another Block B here, so this is another Block B match that we can add though. It's Taichi's gonna beat, or rather Taichi's gonna lose to Tanasaki. It's a great win there for Tanasaki. Yeah, I got faith it's gonna be better than that match. But Masato Yoshino and Roderick Strong. Now this would probably be the main event if I had to pick one for a Block A matchup. But it's not going to be, so who cares? But Aoki to Taguchi would be next. Taguchi's going to beat him. We'll probably again add that around there. Then Eddie Edwards and Nozawa, because Nozawa's going to get the win. Since Eddie Edwards keeps on getting like outperformed by a lot of people, we'll put it there kind of towards the bottom. Then Suzuki and Yoshitone, which we're going to have this set as steal the show, as Yoshitone's going to beat Kotori Suzuki. So shout out that man. Oh, that was a little too close. The Red Shoes and Shunichi Nishinaga, rather, is the referees that are used too much. Yeah, a lot of times you just gotta... So Red Shoes again, my god. So just Shunichi. Perfect. Day 3. Let's run it. 72, holy shit. For our opener, it's Kushida beating Takashita with the Kushida lock on 12:52. That's a good start. And a 59. We go right downhill after that, as Alex Payne was off his game, and plus him and Pac don't click. But Pac gets the win with the 6:30 in 10:04. 63 here for Kotor Suzuki and Yoshitone. Gave it a little too much there, maybe, to Yoshitone, but I love him. I'm cool with it. 63s, though, for both Eddie Edwards and Nozawa. So shout out Eddie Edwards for bouncing back here. So that's a good little match. 62 for Kenny Omega and Minoru Tanaka. Kenny Omega gets the win in 2015. He does outperform Tanaka, even though he was dealing with a broken forearm. 72 for Aoki and Taguchi there, as Taguchi with the Dodon. 1828. Oh my god, Tai Chi's Whiplash is dealing with a lot, so we'll be pushing his matches down at the bottom as well, as Naoki Tanasaki with the Casanova in 2002, 69 for Masato Yoshino and Roderick Strong, Yoshino with the Lightning Spiral in 25:31, 79 though, wow, for Ishimori and Kyle O'Reilly. It's Kyle O'Reilly with the ankle lock at 21:36. Yeah, they've had some good matches in the past. And Zack Sabre Jr. beats the junior heavyweight champion with the Sabre Driver in 25:01. Definitely one of our better shows of the so far in this Global Junior League. It's on to day 4, and after day 4, we'll take a look at the standings after the first 4 nights of action. All right, bit of a change of formatting here, as the medicine they gave me last week at the doctor's, it's really affected my sleep schedule. It just made me very drowsy kind of throughout the day as well. So as far as to try to get the best out of recording, and to get, as far as me in the prime non-drowsy times, gets a little harder to do. But we are going to, just to save up on time, because it's already 6 o'clock here on this Thursday, so we're already past trying to get it out in a reasonable time, so we're going to try to speed this up as much as we can. So we're just going to show the already booked side of things now for the rest of this episode. We might show at least the card, at the end of the final show, but we'll also look at the standings as well, as so that's still going to be the same. But to kick off this first fourth show here, the first of the the booking page of things, Kotor Suzuki is going to beat Konosuke Takashita with the Blue Destiny in 9:41. 66 for Masato Yoshino and Yoshitone, as Masato Yoshino gets the win, the Lightning Spiral in 12:16. 74 for Taiji Ishimori and Minoru Tanaka. This probably should have been a little higher on the card, as Ishimori gets the win with the Himo Cilio in 1951. As Taichi beats Raisuke Taguchi with the Black Mephisto in 1934, as Taguchi with a 65-47 for Taichi Ishikara, as Taichi, as the entries, it's going to take a big toll on him throughout this tour, I'm sure. It's Eddie Edwards and Pac, as Pac was off his game, so Eddie Edwards outperformed him, but Pac still gets the win to 6:30 in 1933, so that's another 70. As Naoki Tanasaki beating Atsushi Aoki in 2021 with the Casanova. Probably should have given that to Atsushi Aoki there, as he outperformed him. 69 here for Nozawa and Alex Payne. Of course, now it's been revealed that Nozawa is no longer the head booker of Pro Wrestling Noah. That's just craziness going on in Pro Wrestling Noah. As we'll see how, as far as they do in the future. The 77 for Kenny Omega and Zack Sabre Jr. And Zack probably should have got the win here, but Kenny Omega gets the win in 25:37. And I figured this would do a little bit better, but it is what it is there. It's Kushida beating Roderick Strong with Step Up Enziguri in 22:05. And our main event, Daisuke Harada losing back-to-back nights, losing to Kyle O'Reilly by ankle lock in 26:03. They both did 65s. That's a good win for Kyle O'Reilly. That's a good performance there. It's a 74. As far as we probably should have moved this up, Omega and Zack probably still could have been the main. I was a little nervous with Omega being hurt, but probably still could have done it. As we'll take a look at the standings now to see where everybody is at after 4 nights of action. Lots going on. I feel like we've had a couple of big wins for, as far as Zack and Kyle beating the junior heavyweight champion. We've also haven't really seen a lot of upsets so far, so that's kind of been interesting. As far as the first night, Pac is leading with 8 points. He's so far won all of his first 4 matches. Has not lost yet. Kushida and Masato Yoshino tied for second with their 3 wins and their draw against each other. Nozawa with 6 as his 1 loss coming against Kushida. And then we have Alex Payne and Eddie Edwards with 4 points. 2 points for Yoshitone, and then Konosuke Takeshita and Roderick Strong with 0 points. Crazy to think Roderick Strong doesn't have any wins so far. That is pretty nuts. As, yeah, I mean, that's the tough Block A, as far as you got a lot of tough guys in there. It's Block B. Kyle O'Reilly is the one with 8 points in this one, as he's gotten his first 4 wins already. Not lost yet. Then Ishimori and Kenny Omega are in second with 6, as Ishimori losing to Kyle O'Reilly, and Kenny Omega also losing to Kyle O'Reilly. So that's a great get for Kyle O'Reilly, kind of showing that he might be the one to win Block B there. Still a lot of action left, though. But there is pretty wide open, though. As far as third place, you have, the junior heavyweight champion, Daisuke Harada. You have Tanasaki, Ryusuke Taguchi, Taichi, and Zack Sabre Jr. all with 4. And then Minoru Tanaka and Sushi Aoki with 0 points each. So, not a great start for Aoki, not a great start for Minoru Tanaka there. Still a lot of tournament left, though. Still got 5 matches left for each guy. I mean, let's say Aoki wins his next 5, he could finish with 10 points. So, still not over yet, but it's not looking great for those at the bottom of the barrel. As on to day 5. It's day 5. We have Alex Payne and Konosuke Takeshita starting off. As Alex Payne with the sweet spot. 10:34. I got a 57. As 53 here is Taichi and Kyle O'Reilly. They don't have great chemistry, so that we already knew that was not going to be a good little match. This is also Taichi's last match being injured, so at least he'll be back to his normal self. As 53. It is what it is there. As this is another match that they don't click, so we just gave him 10 minutes. As Daisuke Harada getting a win, though, over Ryusuke Taguchi with the Harada pistol. It's a 67 here for Kushida. And Yoshitone get the crowd back into this. As, Kushida with a step-up enziguri, 13:31. 68 here for Itsushi Aoki and Minoru Tanaka. As Aoki with the assault point in 2025. A 67 for both Kotaro Suzuki and Roderick Strong. As the Gibson driver for Roderick Strong, he gets his first win of the tournament. It's a 76 for Masato Yoshino and Eddie Edwards. As Masato Yoshino with the Lightning Spiral in 2014. That's a good little match. Definitely a lot better than I assumed it would be. 78 for Zack Sabre Jr. and Naoki Tanasaki. So this is definitely going to go downhill, as Naoki Tanasaki getting the win with the upset win over Zack Sabre Jr. with the Casanova. That's a tough loss for Zack Sabre Jr. So 72 for Nozawa and Pac, as Nozawa beating Pac, as that's Pac's first loss. So he gets to win the Nozawa driver. 25-12. He does outperform, so the right guy wins. 71 for Kenny Omega and Taiji Ishimori. As Taiji Ishimori gets the win, as he beats Kenny Omega the Hemocilio 26-18 in our main event. So not the best of main events, and really capped down after the Tanasaki Zack Sabre Jr. match. Not a great show. A lot of bad chemistry, and just guys still injured, but hopefully we'll bounce back with night 6 and have a pretty good show. Alright, as far as for day 6, starts off with Eddie Edwards, Konosuke Takeshita. Eddie Edwards the chin checker, 9:31. Takeshita, I mean, he's getting better, feel like. He's almost there. Almost there. 62 there. It's a 59, though, for Kenny Omega and Yuki Tanasaki. Knew they were not going to click, so put it down here at the bottom. And Tanasaki probably should have got the win here, but Omega gets the win in 12:26. It's a 68 for Nozawa and Yoshitone, as Nozawa gets the win with the Nozawa driver in 17:50. Back-to-back wins for Nozawa. It's a 67 for Taichi and Minoru Tanaka. It's Taichi with the Black Mephisto over Minoru Tanaka. It's a good little match. Nice to see Taichi bounce back. As a 66 for Pac and Roderick Strong, as Pac with the Black Arrow in 21:38. Z bounces back after getting his first loss in the tournament. As a 71 for Kyle O'Reilly and Atsushi Aoki, as Kyle O'Reilly's Tornado DDT 20:02. The 72 for Kushida and Kotaro Suzuki, as Kushida the step-up enziguri in 18:55. So 64 for Masato Yoshino and Alex Payne, as we put a lot of faith in Alex Payne here, and it definitely did not pay off, as Yoshino was also really off his game, so that hurt the match as well. As Masato Yoshino with the Lightning Spiral in 2009. And a 77 for Zack Sabre Jr. Ryusuke Taguchi, both in the 70s. Taguchi gets the win with the Dodon over Zack Sabre Jr. in 1948. It's a great win there for Taguchi. And then a 79 here as our Junior Heavyweight Champion beats Taiji Shimori with the Rada Pistol in 25:51. Good little main event. Good little show. Very shocked that this went so well. But it is a nice little show. So we'll take a look at the standings after 6 days, as we just have 7, 8, and 9 left. Should be, as far as pretty interesting stuff to end out these next 3 nights. As we've seen now, at least everyone has gotten a loss in the tournament. As Kushida and Masato Yoshino are now tied for first. Nozawa and Pac are tied for second with 10 points each, and Nozawa has the tiebreaker win over him. Or actually, Pac rather has the tiebreaker win over him. Oh no, I was right the first time. Never mind. Nozawa did beat Pac. I was like, wait a minute. Because we literally just did that. Nozawa does have the tiebreaker win. It would be interesting to see how Kushida and Masato Yoshino end out this tournament, because there'll have to be a tiebreaker match between the two if they end up still in first, tied with whichever points they end up with. So as far as we'll see how they end out their next 3 shows, but this is basically a 4-person race. Alex Payne and Eddie Edwards, they're not going to get anywhere close to this, I don't believe. And Roderick Strong, Yoshitone, and Kotaro Suzuki all with 2 points. Takashita with 0 points. Young Lion, valiant effort, but has came up short every match so far. And then for Block B, Kyle O'Reilly running away with this tournament as far as for Block B. Yeah, he's still, he's on the path for perfection. He's only got Minoru Tanaka left, he's got Ryusuke Taguchi left, and he's got Zack Sabre Jr. left, so still some big-time matches for him. As Ishimori, Daisuke Harada, and Kenny Omega with 8, and Naoki Tanasaki, Ryusuke Taguchi, and Taichi with 6, and then, Zack Sabre Jr. with 4 points, which is very disheartening to see, and Atsushi Aoki with 2, and Minoru Tanaka with 0 points, as he's got Kyle O'Reilly left, of course. He still has Naoki Tanasaki, and he's got Zack Sabre Jr. still, so he's got some tough matches left. As, on to day 7. Not the greatest way to start off this show is Takashita losing to Yoshitone. We knew this was going to be the worst match as far as the entire tournament, and it definitely proved it there, as hopefully we get this back on track. Oh, there we go, 66. As Atsushi losing to Kenny Omega, as Omega again keeps on picking up some wins, as he gets the win at 16-24. Eddie Edwards beating Kotaro Suzuki with the chin checker in 2030. 1 point better. Very, very close one, though. As Naoki Tanasaki beating Minoru Tanaka with the Gas Nova in 1707. Another one that's very close by 1 point difference between the two. As Roderick Strong gets the win with the Gibson Driver over Nozawa in 1951. So there's another win for Roderick Strong. 72 for Ishimori and Ryusuke Taguchi. Taiji Shimori gets the Demo Celio in 2045. 68 for Daisuke Harada and Taichi, as Daisuke Harada with the Rada Pistol in 2241. The 71 for Kushida and Alex Payne. That's Alex Payne with the huge upset, beating Kushida. That's a great win for Alex Payne. And that is huge. Kushida, first time losing Alex Payne in his career. And 77 for Kyle O'Reilly and Zack Sabre Jr. Probably should have been the main, but it was a Block B match, so didn't want it the main event, a non-Block B show. It's Kyle O'Reilly the ankle lock in 24-12. And at least the main event's a 77, as well as Masato Yoshino beating Pac with a lightning spiral in 26-27. So Masato Yoshino is now in the lead for Block A, thanks to the loss by Kushida to Alex Payne. Kyle O'Reilly still keeps up his undefeated streak, as he's still got 2 more shows to go, but it looks like he will secure Block B. As on to day 8 we go, and then after day 8 we'll take a look at the standings again for one final time, and we'll see how everything goes. Alright, so the tournament standings going into this night, as Masato Yoshino with the lead, thanks to the loss to Kushida to Alex Payne, as he is in the lead with just basically a match difference. 13 to 11. Nozawa and Pac are still right behind them, as far as with 10 points. Alex Payne and Eddie Edwards are looking to get into the double-digit mark as well. Roderick Strong, even though he started off the tournament 0 for 4, he might finish out with maybe 6 to 8 points, as we'll see how that goes. And Yoshitone also with 4 points. Kotori Suzuki, not a great run for him. He's got 2 points, and then Takashita, of course, with 0 points. As for Block B, Kyle O'Reilly, the path for perfection continues. The man who won last year's Global Junior League, to be exact, as he still has Minoru Tanaka, and he also has Ryusuke Taguchi. We'll see what happens in that one. And also, as far as Ishimori, Daisuke Harada, and Kenny Omega, all tied for second with 10 points. Now, a lot can happen here. As far as, this could be quite the interesting final stretch here. Because really, Kyle O'Reilly, I mean, he'd have to do something very, very drastic to end up losing out, like, everything. Because even if he lost both his matches, he still should be the one that is entering the Global Junior League for Block B. Just from basically, mathematically speaking, he's got to win over everyone left that has 10 points or more. Seems to be that will be the person in the finals for Block B. Naoki Tanasaki almost has 10 points though. Ryusuke Taguchi and Tai Chi looking to get into the double-digit mark if they win out. And Zack Sabre Jr., unfortunately, with 4 points. Not great. Not great at all. And it's Tsuchioki with 2 points. We'll see what happens here. As we'll now run the show. As a 61 to start off the show with Konosuke Takashita and Roderick Strong. As the end of Heartache for Roderick Strong in 9:45. 69 for Pac and Yoshitone, as Pac with the Black Arrow in 12:20. As that's a really good match there. It's a 66 for Alex Payne and Kotori Suzuki, as Alex Payne with a sweet spot in 18:03. 71 for Tai Chi and Kenny Omega, as Kenny Omega gets the win in 26:07. Again, Kenny Omega with the big toll of injury still only gets barely outperformed. It's a 71 again, as Daisuke Harada, the Junior Heavyweight Champion, gets the one with the Harada pistol in 21:45. 74 for Eddie Edwards and Kushida, as Kushida gets the one with the Kushida lock at 23:50. Very good little match there. 78 for Taiji Ishimori and Naoki Tanasaki. It's Ishimori beating Naoki Tanasaki to Himosili on 22:44. As Ishimori getting the win there. As Zack Sabre Jr. beating Minoru Tanaka with the Sabre Driver in 19:55. 78 for Nozawa and Masato Yoshino, as they both did the same, and what an upset for Nozawa, and that has opened up Block A again, as now Masato Yoshino and Kushida are tied again. It's a 75 for our main event, and Ryusuke Taguchi upsets Kyle O'Reilly with the Dodon. The path for perfection ends with Ryusuke Taguchi. That's a tough break for Kyle O'Reilly, as, some good matches there. 75 will gladly take that. As now on to Night 9, our final night of round-robin action, tournament matchups, and it's going to, basically, the big focus is going to be on Block A for sure. Block B, it's been decided as far as Kyle's going to get the win. Now, it will be interesting to see how many people tie with, if let's say Kyle loses again to Minoru Tanaka, that's really going to open up quite the floodgate in Block B. There might be a lot of people tied with them for first, but yeah, we'll obviously stop the recording here, and we'll see how the show runs. Alright, day 9 of the block tournament matchups, as Nozawa beats Konosuke Takashita to start off the show, as Nozawa with the Nozawa driver in 10:13, as they have good chemistry. That's nice. As Roderick Strong beats Yoshitone with the Death by Roderick in 11:07. Roddy Strong, he really started off slow, but at least he finished off with 8 points, and yeah, solid performance there with 70. Good to see. As a 74 for Ryusuke Taguchi and Naoki Tanasaki. Tanasaki with the Casanova over Taguchi in 22:58. Even though Taguchi outperformed him, as Tai Chi beats Atsushi Aoki with the Black Mephisto in 21:11. That's a tough loss for Aoki. There's a 79 for Alex Payne and Eddie Edwards, as Eddie Edwards gets the one with the chin checker in 20:35. 78 for Kyle O'Reilly and Minoru Tanaka, is a little too short for a match with, for such an important match in the eyes of the audience. But Kyle gets the win, the ankle lock in 18:05, and that, even if win or loss, he would have been advancing to the finals. But that's his third finals appearance now in a row. He was lost to Devitt in 2012 in the finals, and he won 2013. And now for 2014, making it to the finals, is it going to be Masato Yoshino? Is it going to be Kushida facing him? We shall see. As a 74, Daisuke Harada beating Kenny Omega with the Harada pistol. That just makes sense. I mean, Omega not even close. Not great there in that one. As a 79, as Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi Ishimori. What a good little match here. Zack Sabre Jr. gets to win the PK kick as well. Tough Global Junior League for Zack Sabre Jr. Just having, as far as really not delivering in the same way that I think a lot of people expected him to, but he still delivered in a big way as far as having a big win over Taiji Ishimori to end out the tournament rather. As Kyle officially the winner of Block B. So 76, Masato Yoshino does beat Kotaro Suzuki. So now it lays on Kushida's shoulders. Is it going to be Masato Yoshino making it to the finals, or will it be Kushida? Well, looks like we'll find out at our final show at the Great Voyage in Osaka, because Kushida does in fact beat Pac. And what a match it was, as that's a pretty good main event to have, as Kushida with the Kushida lock in 28:01, beating Pac. And what a match, though. It didn't really, not enough selling, though, but still a very good match, very good performance. We get an 80 on the show. Everything delivers, but really Nozawa and Takeshita, that's fine. But man, that is pretty crazy of a night. As far as a lot of good things happening there. So we're going to give some love to Kushida, Zack, and Pac, as they all deserved it for their performances, for sure. Good stuff. So now we get to look at the card of the Great Voyage in Osaka Volume 4 show. And I think it's going to be a hell of a show. I think it's, we got a great main event in Laughter 7 in the Muscle Bombers. We also, of course, going to have a very good co-main event, whichever it's going to be. If it's going to be Kushida and Kyle, or Masato Yoshino and Kyle O'Reilly. As, it doesn't really matter about Fighting TV Samurai, because, well, we won't be there, as we run our shows now at Wrestle Universe, obviously. But the card, it looks like this, as, of course, we already know the main event. The co-main event, Kyle O'Reilly will be joined by the winner of the tiebreaker matchup between Kushida and Masato Yoshino. We're going to have a 6-man of LIJ, Naito, Shingo, and Sanada against Kazuchika Okada, Tomohiro Ishii, and Hiroki Goto. Junior tag team title matchup as Ishimori and Ricky Marvin against the Golden Lovers. As, it just felt like Ishimori beating Omega really, can kind of catapult them into a title match, just because I felt like this could be a fun little moment for Ishimori and Ricky Marvin. And also gets Kota Ibushi on the card as well. We'll see how that match goes. And then we're going to have a Strong Pillars of Violence Diamond Ring 8-man as Strong Big Japan with Ishikawa and Sasuke. It's all Diamond Ring. Then Suzuki-gun, an 8-man, or 6-man rather, as a 6-man tag as Suzuki-gun against Kings of Wrestling, as Kenta Suzuki and Sujiura take on Chris Hero, Claudio Cassioli, and King Devitt. And the opener will be Manabu Soya and Mohamed Yan. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good show here. I think this should deliver in a big way. Ishimori and Ricky Marvin get a big opportunity, and we'll see how it all plays out. Alright, for this final show, the Great Voyage in Osaka, we are just going to show the actual booking part of this, because, it's a big deal. It's our last, Great Voyage show in Osaka of the year, and I think it's going to be a pretty good show, also, so, well, we have that, as Sakuraba passing on selling tips to his protege, Takeshita, and his passing tips on selling to his protege, Tetsuya Endo. Kazuchika Okada and Tomohiro Ishii against Go Shiozaki Kobashi was the best match of this card. So it's funny, we didn't have them main event last year as well. We had Nakajima and Marufuji main event, which was probably the best. So obviously, we'll be going in Osaka. It'll be a little shy of a sellout, but still 49,000 on hand, hopefully. It's still a good number. As our main event, Muscle Bombers, Laughter 7, Shibata beating Takeshi Morishima in 34 minutes. I think that's a great main event. We'll skip the Kyle O'Reilly versus winner of the tiebreaker match to build up the suspense for that for now. So Lij, Money and Mayhem will be next as Tamarishi beating Shingo Takagi. So there is a future Emerald Openweight title match right there. It's Ishii beating Shingo. It's a fun match. Then the junior tag team title matchup for Golden Lovers as Ibushi getting the win over Ricky Marvin. Good Ibushi's gonna slay in that matchup as the Strong Pillars Diamond Ring 8-man is next. Keno will be beating the Great Sasuke, so Diamond Ring's gonna get the win in that one. Oh, Gensuke's the agent. That'd be Jun Akiyama. Yeah, then Suzuki-gun against the Kings of Wrestling. As Devitt is going to beat Minoru Suzuki. That's because it was tough. Because it's like, do we have him beat Kenta? Do we have him beat Suzuki or Sujiora? We went with Suzuki on that one. That was a tough one. That was a tough one to really decipher. Now, for the moment of truth, who's going to the finals with Kyle O'Reilly? It is Kushida. As Kushida and Kyle O'Reilly is set, we can now show it. And Kushida is your Global Junior League winner, the man who has to win twice in one night. Gets the huge win. Yeah, that's definitely the co-main, obviously. And then to open up the show, Manabu Soya, Muhammad Yan, setting to steal the show. Manabu Soya is going to get the win there. As, we got to change Tailway as far as the road agent. Of course, he's not that one. Is he? Nope, he's not that one either. Just to keep on. Oh my god. He must be this here, the Strong Pillars. Nope. What in the world? What match is he road aging? Oh my god, we finally found one. So we got that. As for the pre-show, see what we can throw together here. Yeah, maybe a Kakanuma Tai Chi versus a Live Strong Die Hard match. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll have Roddy get the win for Kakanuma. I don't know why I said that for Steal the Show. That was weird. Yeah, we'll just keep it as a 20-minute match, I guess. Just bump it down to 16, actually. Then the next one, have it be a singles. It's Walter. Go Shiozaki. I just want to see this match, to be honest. As Go will get the win here. It's tough because, like, a lot of the great non-affiliate stable guys are, like, not on this card. Like, Marufuji's not on the card. Go's obviously not on the card. Like, there's a lot of great guys that are not on this card. But at least we threw Go in the pre-show, at least. So we'll run the show here. Let's go Shiozaki and Walter. As a Go with the moonsault, 952. As in a 71. That's Live Strong Die Hard beating Kakanuma and Tai Chi as the sick kick into the Die Hard driver. Open up the show, we have a 78 as Muhammad Yan and Manabu Soya get a 78. It's a good little match as they have good chemistry, so it's a good way to kick off the show. As Manabu Soya getting the win at 13:45. Almost 50,000 strong in the Osaka Dome, but what a match this is as Kushida beating Masato Yoshino, even though Yoshino with an 86. As Kushida with the Kushida lock in 22:05. It's an 88 for this 6-man, even with Minoru Suzuki and Takashi Sujiora. Shows you how great that King's Wrestling side is. 96, 91, 90 for Kenta, and 81 for Claudio. That's insane. Claudio was really off his game as well. This could have been even better. Devitt with Bloody Sunday over Minoru Suzuki. 76 for the Strong Pillars of Violence versus Diamond Ring match. Definitely should have been flipped here. As Diamond Ring, though, good performances. Nakajima with 89, 86 for Kensuke, 84 for Daisuke, Sakamoto 85 for Shuji Ishikawa. Yuji Kobayashi was off his game. It was good stuff. Just Sasuke was kind of the worst guy in the match, and he takes the fall there with the right high kick from Keno in 23:34. And 88 for the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title matchup as Kenny Omega's now healthy and ready to go, and Kota Ibushi and Gold Lovers are killing it here as Ishimori and Ricky Marvin. Ishimori at least almost outperformed Kenny Omega, but Ricky Marvin not even close to this one as Ibushi with the Golden Shower over Ricky Marvin, 23:40. So 92 for the sixth man of LIJ and Money and Mayhem. What a match. Everybody did great, but Saya Sanada as Ishii with the Brainbuster over the Emerald Openweight champion, building to a future title match between the two. Even though we have, of course, the Emerald Openweight, or we have the Global League coming up as well. But Ishii's already solidified a spot there against Shingo. So we get an 80 for the Global Junior League. It's Kushida with the Kushida lock over Kyle O'Reilly in 32:06. I love how the tiebreaker match was better than the actual finals, but shout out Kushida getting the win, and he's going to take on Daisuke Harada at the Great Voyage in Tokyo show. In our main event, it's a 90. It's Yuji and Takeshi Morishima losing to Laughter 7 as they make their first defense as Laughter 7 beating Morishima and Yuji. Even though they were the much better team, Morishima and Yuji are so awesome. But yeah, what a match there. Love that, as that's their first defense of the GHC Tag Team titles as well. What a night. What a night, as we'll gladly take the 89. Could only imagine what this would have been if the sixth man was after the Global Junior League matchup, but that's okay. Still a very good show. We're going to give some love to Morishima, to be honest, for his performance. We'll give some love to... Yeah, it's tough to really choose in that match with everybody involved. We'll give to Shingo, actually, for putting over Ishii without really complaining. And then, King Devitt, maybe. I don't know, we kind of give Devitt a lot of hype. Maybe Kenta. It's not a bad option. Yeah, let's give to Claudio. Try to get him on the right track. So that will do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time for the Great Voyage in Tokyo and the Global League in 2014 to end out the year. Thank you, and take care, everyone.